You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drake Wing Gaming. It's something about on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Tennessee Shuichi's Paths. Y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Something a little less sad this time, alright? Alright, let's do it, y'all. Alright. And yet you try to criticize me for rejecting good offers too. At least I'm still trying to go pro... Hey, ladies, quit the bickering! Ow, 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 my ears, they're ringing! Hitoka-chan, what did we say about settling down? I can ask you the same. What did I just say about fighting over this? But he's... It's not... I don't care. If you two keep this up, I'm gonna go outside and grab the hose. What? You wouldn't. Dad would kill you for getting the furniture wet. Before our very eyes, Hitoka began sniffling. Her eyes teared up and her body began to shake. She started wiping the tears on her eyes while she sobbed frantically. They were fighting, Daddy. I didn't know what else to do. I was so scared. You're horrible. As quickly as they came, the waterworks immediately stopped. Hitoka looked at the two of us with a smug smile on her face. I think you got the wrong word. I believe you meant to say incredible, because you know he'd eat up that performance in the blink of an eye. You should join the drama club. Thank you. I might just do that. Maybe then I'll get even better, and I'll be able to get into trouble again. Get you into trouble again, like when we were kids. You wouldn't dare. What's that? Do I hear a cry for encore? That term's used for musical performances, not theater. I don't care. I'll use it for whatever I want. The point is, you know I do it. Oh yeah, I remember it quite clearly. Once Hitoka got over her phase of adoration for her older brother, the two of them became really competitive. They'd fight over everything. Who'd get the last slice of pizza, who'd get to ride in front seat of the car, who'd be in charge of who'd be the one in charge when their parents were out of the house. Hitoka would always play on her theatrics when given the chance to get an advantage. Ugh, sorry, y'all. Just got up. Her performances would always get her father to her side. Shuichi would always be left fuming when it happened. I have to agree with Yuichi here. You're a devil woman. I am to please myself. Man, that sounded so wrong. Huh? Realizing the meaning of her words, her face immediately turns to a shade of bright red. Forget what you just heard! Ow! She lands a slap squarely on my left cheek, leaving me clutching my face as it throbs. What's the big idea? It's your fault for taking something I said and making it dirty. It's not my fault you're spouting off innuendo without thinking. It's okay. It doesn't matter how embarrassed you might feel over what you said. You don't have any right to slap him on the face. Apologize. But... Apologize. Shuichi's voice is stern and commanding, almost like an adult chastising a small child. He leaves no opening to argue, nor does he expect you to. Unable to deny her brother, Hitoka looks away from me, her cheeks puffed and red. Louder, we have to hear you. Sorry! She looks up at me when she apologizes, quickly dropping her gaze back down to the floor when she is done. Her feet kick idly at the floor and she squirms uncomfortably in her seat. She really does look like a kid caught doing something bad right now. I guess there is no age limit for immaturity. Seriously, you weren't like this when we were kids. Come to think of it, it was only after you got chummy with Saya that your temper was dialed up to 11. It's kind of an unfair thing to say. Someone's really looking at the past with rose-tinted glasses. Whatever you say, I'm feeling tired now. I'm gonna head to bed. I thought you just said you wanted to stay up late. Yeah, well, I'm feeling tired now, so we'll leave that for another day. Whatever you say. Have a good night, rest of the night, okay? Yeah, you too. She mumbles her words out very meekly. I can tell she still feels embarrassed just because of the way she avoids eye contact with either of us. Good night. She nods, parroting those words back to me with a near whisper. That certainly put a damper on the mood. It's hard to be slapped and stay all merry and cheerful. I understand. I'm sorry for the way she acted. You're not your sister's babysitter. You don't need to apologize on her behalf. Besides, it's already been known for years that she has a temper. I should have actually seen that coming in retrospect. Well, I don't want to agree with you there, but I kinda have to. To be honest, I'm also feeling pretty beat. Although that was also true an hour ago. We did tell her we were exhausted. The only reason we stayed up was because she asked us to. In a sense, I think we still baby her a little much. Tell me about it. How about I just lay down the futon for you and we head to bed? That sounds like a great idea. I can already feel the sweet calling of dreamland. You always feel that. You'll sleep anywhere if I let you. If you let me? Who are you, the Dream Police? Oh, please, don't be ridiculous. Dream Patrol is a much cooler name, and I demand you call me that. Ha! You have a deal. Huh. Who knows, maybe I'll even show up in your dreams tonight. 18-year-old husky kills rival volleyball team. He wouldn't stop talking about how they were a hindrance. We should have seen it coming, says his friends. Please tell me your dreams aren't really that dark. Only when I want to mess with you. To be honest, I'm kind of scared of spending the night in the same room as you now. Aw, don't worry, I'm harmless, I swear. All I do is watch you sleep, nothing else. Keep that up and I'll make you sleep in the neighbor's kennel. Nice, I get a whole room all to myself. Do I get a bone too? Only if I can use it to whack you upside the head for being an idiot. No fair, you already use most things for that. That's because you're always being an idiot. What can I say? I'm a happy person. Those two things aren't mutually inclusive. Potato, potato. Now you're not making sense just for the heck of it. Okay, that's enough horsing around for now. We should get going to bed ourselves. Sure, I don't mind. Great, because I'm beat. Heh, I'm not feeling so hot right now either. I'd never be able to tell, considering just how much you were joking around. Just because I'm tired doesn't mean I have to be grumpy. Sure, grumpy. That's what I am. Your sarcasm is showing. I certainly hope so. Right, that water's done. I lie uncomfortably in the dark room. It's been so many years since I've spent the night at Shuichi's house. Well, this certainly brings back some good old memories. It also has allowed me to realize something else. Okay, it looks like this looks different than I remember. Did they update his room? Because I don't remember it looking like this. Shuichi still has the same futon as he did years ago. Damn, this thing is so old and flat. It feels so uncomfortable lying down on it. My back hurts. My legs feel uncomfortable. Ugh, I kind of want to go home. I miss my bed. I take a deep breath as I readjust myself on the futon, trying to find some way to feel comfortable. If only. This thing. We're softer! What are you doing? You're being noisy. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to wake you. You didn't wake me up so much as you've been keeping me up. What's going on? This futon, it's really hard and thin and uncomfortable. Oh, it is very old. Probably not the most comfortable thing to sleep on. I'll say. Shuichi then goes very quiet. Makes me think he might have fallen asleep while we were talking. Shuichi? Oh, sorry, I was thinking of something. Just throwing this out there, but you can sleep in my bed if you want. I appreciate the offer, but I'm not going to kick you out of your bed. If it's uncomfortable for me to sleep here, it would be worse for you since you're bigger. That's not what I'm saying, you dork. I'm saying you can climb on the bed with me. Oh. Yeah. Oh. I hadn't considered that. Just like that, the memory of what that guy, Haruki, told me on the rooftop came back to mind immediately. I've been trying so hard to keep it out of my mind so it wouldn't bother me too much. I don't want to start treating Shuichi differently because of what some guy I don't even know said about him. Yet there's this little part of me who thinks he might be right, and that little part of me is now suspicious. I don't know what I should do. It's not like we've never done it before. We used to share a bed half the time when we were kids, even though the futon was perfectly usable. Something about it being more fun to sleep together. Would I end up offending him if I said no? Crap, am I overthinking this too much? The idea of not having to sleep on this hard futon is so tempting, too. Yuichi, you there? You didn't fall asleep, did you? No, I'm here. I was just thinking it over. Jeez, does the idea of sharing a bed with me warrant that much careful consideration? No, I'm just being dumb. What else is new? I make it a point to ignore the little voice in my head telling me this is a bad idea. This is Shuichi. He's my best friend. I can't say what Haruki said doesn't bother me, and that probably makes me a horrible person, but I'm not going to treat him any differently because of that. Whether it's true or not, whether it's half true or not, gay or straight, Shuichi is still Shuichi. He will always be Shuichi, and I will always be his friend. Huh, wow. Wasn't expecting you to actually take me up on my offer. What? You didn't really want me to accept? Nah, don't be crazy. It just surprised me. After all, you've been really fussy over this sort of thing lately. This sort of thing? Yeah, you'd make a fuss whenever I tried to pet you or be a little more physical with you. Haven't you noticed that I've pretty much completely stopped since class started? Hey, wow, you're right. I can't remember you doing it even once recently. That's because you've been acting kind of uncomfortable around me, especially for the past 2 or 3 weeks. Still, I won't lie, it kind of makes me happy that you took me up on my offer. What do you mean? This kind of thing is just so nostalgic. Remember how we used to do this all the time when we were kids? We'd fall asleep playing games together and just talk until we drifted off. Yeah, I guess we did used to do that a lot. Yeah. That's why it made me happy that you took me up on my offer. I see. The sweet expression on Shuichi's face tugged on my heartstrings. Seeing him look so happy and unburdened was, for some reason, it made me really happy too. At that moment, my mind couldn't help but notice how handsome he was, a thought that really made me feel uncomfortable and embarrassed. What's wrong? You seem a little out of it. It's nothing. I'm just tired. I guess today really was a pretty tiring day, huh? By the way, thanks again for today. For what? For helping me with everything, you idiot. This again? You've already thanked me so much. Doesn't hurt to say it again. I really had fun today despite all the hassle. Same here. This was a really good way to spend the day. I hope things keep going smoothly for us in the following days. God knows we need a rest from all this festival mayhem. Yeah, trying to stay on top of all the stuff going on is pretty hard. This whole school is chaotic. And it's 10 times worse for me because I'm helping organize the festival for the whole school, not just for my classes. I'd imagine. Sometimes it can be suffocating, all the stuff I have to work on. I feel like I have to juggle everyone's problems all the time when I barely have the time and energy to deal with my own. Really wish I could get a break. Unable to think of anything to say, I merely continue to look at him. The face I'm making right now must be terrible because very soon Shuichi's staring at me with a troubled expression. Sorry, I'm probably overwhelming you by saying all this crap when you're trying to sleep, right? I don't know why I just felt like talking. It's alright. I want you to talk to me if you're having trouble. That's what I'm here for, isn't it? You're too nice. Too precious. I don't want to bother you with trivial details. It's not a bother. I want to know if you're ever suffering that much. I'll keep that in mind, though I won't make any promises. It's just not in my nature to burden other people with my problems. Then your nature needs to change. Heh, only you could ever get mad at me at a time like this. Never change, Yuichi. Huh? What do you mean? I mean that I really like you the way you are. You're such a breath of fresh air. Spending time with you never fails to make me feel lighter. Honestly, it's like all my burdens suddenly aren't such a big deal anymore. Would it be too sappy if I said I was healing? I'd say so, yeah. Heh, I'll keep that in mind. Man, I must have been more tired than I thought. Even though I'm talking, I feel really sleepy. Then just roll over and go to sleep. Ah, but I want to stay up and talk to you more. Alright, y'all, my throat's giving. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off for the night. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to have a quick shout out to all of our lovely patrons. Thank y'all for everything you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Anyway, I love you all, and I shall see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!